Hello and welcome to Polk County, the heart of Central Florida. I'm Murtis Young, Historic Preservation Manager. Join me as we travel on the Heritage Trail and discover Polk County's rich and diverse historic places. The diverse history of the area is evident across Polk County, from city centers and urban neighborhoods to rural farms and cultural landscapes along our roads, railways, and rivers. History allows us to explore sense of place, the unique character of the county, and learn about the numerous people and events that shape the region. In celebration of this rich cultural heritage, the Polk County Heritage Trail was developed to highlight more than 150 years of county history. From historic homes and museums to Civil War sites, the trail provides an opportunity for communities to share their local history in the authentic locations where it happened. Join us in exploring the Polk County Heritage Trail. Today's installment on the Heritage Trail brings us to Frostproof, one of Polk County's earliest settlements. Frostproof was first home to Fort Clinch, a Seminole War military post established in 1850, and later became a bustling hub of development during Florida's 1920s land boom. Located in southeastern Polk County, settlement of the Frostproof area began in 1850 with the establishment of Fort Clinch, a military outpost located on a high ridge near Lake Clinch. Upon the conclusion of the Second Seminole War, and with the enactment of the Armed Occupation Act, which opened lands in Central Florida to settlement, pioneers ventured into Polk County and established homesteads in the late 1840s and early 1850s. However, tensions between settlers and Native American tribes remained high. In an effort to separate pioneers and Indian tribes, General David E. Twiggs, commander of Army forces in the area, proposed the construction of a series of military outposts that would link Tampa's Fort Brooke with Fort Pierce on the Atlantic coast. Fort Clinch became part of this larger network of strategic outposts linked with Fort Meade to the west and Fort Arbuckle to the southeast. Growth of the area was evident by the end of the 19th century as early pioneer families and land investors from Fort Meade touted the beauty and abundance of the natural resources in the Frostproof area. Originally known as Keystone City and for a time Lakemont, local developers including George W. Hendry and Philip Zielinski promoted the availability of wild lands containing numerous opportunities for business and agricultural development. Sandwiched between Clinch and Reedy Lakes, the budding town formed an hourglass shape as parcels were slowly dispensed to speculators. Early pioneer settler Stephen Carson also documented in an 1893 letter to the Bartow Informant the increase in investments in Old Keystone, noting prospects are brightening as approximately 6 new investments have been made and improvements made upon them within a year. The 20th century began with a boisterous period of development for Frostproof. Train whistles, car engines, and a flurry of construction projects signaled a new era of vitality in the area. Incorporated in 1918, the population of Frostproof swelled to more than 1,200 residents by 1925. Thick stands of yellow pine trees provided an ample supply of resources for local sawmills as new buildings sprang up in the expanding town. The citrus industry in particular flourished in the area's rich soil, and by 1925, Frostproof was one of the largest shipping points in the state. The Florida land boom of the 1920s provided a significant upswing in statewide growth, filtering down to county and local levels as developers sought business and agricultural investment opportunities. A number of buildings in Frostproof, designed by prominent Tampa Bay architect M. Leo Elliott, sprang up during this brisk construction period, offering new amenities for the increasing population. Constructed in 1922 and designed free of charge by Elliott, operations at Frostproof's first public library were handled by Frostproof's Women's Club. A library association was formed 1 year prior to construction to acquire funding and books for the new library. Frank Fuller was the first donor, and Alice Cordes, member of the Frostproof Women's Club, served as the first librarian. The building remained in operation until 1978 when the current library opened. Today, the space houses the Frostproof Historical Museum, which showcases an impressive array of exhibits charting the rich history of the area. Exhibits include information on early pioneer families, local businesses, and civic organizations, and visitors can receive docent-led tours of the museum. Organized in 1920 by John and Lat Maxey, Frostproof Citizens Bank moved into its present-day location in 1925. Also designed by architect M. Leo Elliott, the stately bank building features neoclassical flourishes, including a sizable columned entrance, large windows, and carefully etched details above the main doorway. The bank now encompasses the entire building, which originally contained an arcade that housed other businesses and served as a hurricane shelter and continues to be operated by the descendants of the Maxey family. Located near the bank building, the Raymond Theatre was another notable building built by Elliott in 1925. Built by Frank and Vera Thompson and named after their son, construction costs totaled approximately $100,000, and the theater made its grand opening in January 1926. The space was originally equipped to accommodate vaudeville performances and silent movies, but made the switch to talkies or movies with sound in the 1930s. The theater's cherished original piano is on display in the lobby today. Reopened in 2008 following an extensive restoration, the theater now hosts murder mystery dinners and other special community events. The significant population increase in the mid-1920s also necessitated the expansion of local school facilities. M. Leo Elliott, who also provided architectural plans for numerous Tampa Bay area schools, including Sarasota High School and Leon County High School, again provided the design for Frostproof's new addition. The Mediterranean Revival Style School was built in 1926 and featured distinctive decorative touches, including a stucco finish, 2 sizable towers, and dramatic wrought iron trim along the railings and balconies. The school remained in use until 1978. After an extensive renovation, the building today is listed on the National Register of Historic Places and functions as Frostproof City Hall, housing city government offices, council chambers, Polk County Sheriff's offices, and public meeting room spaces. Frostproof's numerous historic sites proudly preserve the city's unique character and offer an intriguing glimpse into a century's worth of history. We invite you to hit the road and see what other interesting sites are available on the Polk County Heritage Trail.